I always have to start off every good job with a good helper. And welcome back to A Long, Long Way to Go, where you just never know what you're going to find yourself working on around here, I'm telling you. But today is going to be the second installment of doing the aesthetics, adding some pieces to Allie's new Infinity Q50 that she bought. If you remember in the first episode, we did the chin splitter on the front, and those are all Ninte. We're still not exactly sure how to pronounce that name, but I think it's Ninte brand. Just some relatively inexpensive carbon fiber looking pieces to go on the car, and it really has helped a lot. When we put the front splitter on, the weather was really warm outside, and since it's been on there, I'm actually starting to dig it. I think it actually looks pretty good on there. The plastic has kind of settled down with the bumper cover, so everything looks really lined up now. We ended up taking the little screws out, and we put some big flat washers and some regular nuts and bolts to get a lot of surface area to help match up with the bumper cover. But it's actually looking really good now. I'm really digging it. So today's second installment, the weather has not been as friendly as it was back when we did that. It has gotten cold again. It's dreary and rainy, so it's a little bit miserable outside. But nonetheless, today's second installment, we're going to move on to the back of the car. We're going to be doing a deck lid, more like a duckbill spoiler off the back of it. Again, Ninte brand. It looks really nice, but let's get the camera flipped around and I'll show you what that's going to look like. And well, guys, I have my top inspector on this right now, and he is on top of things, checking out everything and making sure it's going to be okay. Riley? All right, is it going to be okay? Oh, Rye. Anyway, let me show you what we got here. So today's installment, we're going to move on to the rear deck lid spoiler here. It's just sitting on there. It's not attached. It actually fits really well. So, I mean, even with it just sitting on there with no tape at all or nothing like that, it's holding its own. But this is also the Ninte brand. It looks like carbon fiber. Let's see if we can get up here, get you a little picture of it. It's kind of like, I want to say really kind of like a BMW M3 style spoiler. The fitment is really good. I mean, it looks like there's a real gap right here, but when you look at it from the side over here, it actually goes right out to the edge of the deck lid. So it fits, this piece fits really well. If you remember, we had a little bit of a challenge on the front lip, trying to make everything work, but anyway, it's turned out really good too. Anyway, we're going to get this mounted up today. It's just double-sided tape. There are some holes in the back of it here. Let me get it flipped over. Ooh, God, it makes me nervous. There are some threaded holes right here. I don't know. You could bolt this down. It'd be simple enough to do, but we're not gonna do. I mean, we're just gonna 3M the heck out of the double-sided tape on it. I mean, it's not gonna come off. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lay out the spoiler. We're gonna get it exactly where we want it, side to side and up flush and everything like that. And then we're going to mark the front edge of where it needs to be, because we're going to need to scuff all this paint down a little bit with some 2000 grit paper to give it some texture to the surface. Again, that 3M, any double-sided tape for that matter, does not like to stick to shiny surfaces that have a lot of wax or clear coat or something like that on there. So anyway, we're going to get the spoiler laid up there, get where we want it, mark it, pull it back off. We'll scuff all this before we start adding the tape onto the back of the spoiler. All right, so the only reason we've laid this blue tape up on the edge of the car right here is because we are going to be scuffing this to get rid of some of the smooth texture here, and I just didn't want to get the scuff pad over on this side. I mean, we could buff it back out, but I don't want to do the extra work, right? So we just put some stuff here to protect it. We're going to get the spoiler laid up here, and we'll get it marked out where it's going to be, so we'll know where to scuff it down. See it. Once you get it where it naturally wants to lay, I mean, it really fits pretty tight actually. So we'll just get some tape here and we'll mark a couple of spots. Outline of where it's going to go, and we're just going to stick it up here for right now. Alright, let me tell you something. A lot of people are going to go, that's a complete waste of time. You already know the spoiler is going to basically go right along this lip edge right here. You could just measure up some, but that's not the way I do things. I've seen plenty of videos where some guys will walk out here, they'll put a bunch of tape on there, they'll peel it off, and they'll just hope they get it right the first time. Again, that's not me. I like to make sure everything is going to fit perfectly as best I can with the product that I'm working with. So yes, it's a little bit of an extra step here, but I just want to make sure that it goes on right the first time. Okay, that's all there is to it. So we have a pretty good outline here where it's going to lay. So now we'll know exactly where to scuff it down. And anyway, let's get on with that. Again, this is just an ultra fine Scotch-Brite pad. We're not trying to sand the paint off here. We're just trying to get the clear coat dulled out so we can provide some texture for the double-sided tape to stick to. Alrighty, pretty good. Yeah. And the same goes for the back of the spoiler. So we'll be right back. I'll get this scuffed down and we'll be right back. And ta-da, one slightly scuffed backing surface.
It's exciting stuff.
It's like measured 40 times, and because when it's stuck, it's stuck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I just really didn't want to screw it on there. Use more than what you think you should.
Ah. Oh, baby.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, God. Okay.
I mean, don't stick it down.
Yeah.
We're just going to line up first. Just goes right on that tape line.
Yeah.
Just touch it down. Don't mash it. That way, if we do have to pull it back off, we can.
How do you get the thing off those pills, huh?
Yeah. Boom.
One spoiler.
And there you go. Stuck. You taking the trunk lid off with that thing. It's definitely sharp looking.
It looks good.
For sure.
I like it. Yeah.
So there you go. Just a crap load of double-sided tape. We measured very carefully. When we got ready to stick it, we lined it up with all our pre-existing tape edges, and I mean it's on there. It moves the trunk lid whenever you try to move the spoiler, so it ain't going nowhere. There you go. One Ninte, however you say it, have no idea. Deck lid spoiler. It's really fashioned after the M3, like the BMW spoilers, and it looks really great. We'll get the car out of the shop here, and we'll show you some all-arounds. And so there it is. Like I say, it looks much better now that it's on there and it's set for a little while now. It gives the car a really aggressive look. You know, just a couple of stick-on pieces really changed the whole entire look of the car. Of course, like I say, wheels and tires are still coming, so we'll get those matched up better to fit the fender wells. And again, man, you see there's no clearance. I just don't see how they lower these cars. My God, they're already low enough to begin with. But it looks super good. Again, huge thanks to Speed Culture Studios. All his videos have really inspired her to actually build her a nice ride. And I mean, it really truly is a nice ride. The rear spoiler itself just really stands the car out, makes it look a lot better. So there you go, Ninte products. We appreciate, and I'm gonna say, guys, again, for some inexpensive stuff, the fitment is really not too bad, to tell you the truth. We did struggle a little bit with the front chin lip spoiler, but again, I mean, it's just all plastic, right? So just takes a little bit of manipulation. But the fit, man, the fit is great on that rear deck lid. My goodness. But there you go. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. There will be a third series coming in this, as we do have a carbon fiber rear diffuser still to go on. So for right now, a long way to go. We appreciate you guys watching. Again, you never know what you're going to catch here. It's not never about one particular subject. But on to the next. I appreciate y'all watching. If you're subscribed, thank y'all so much. You really mean the world to us. And if you're not, hey, it's entirely up to you. But go ahead and hit that little button down there. It's not going to hurt anything, guys. And it really helps us. And we appreciate your feedback, your comments. All that stuff together tries to help us figure out this crazy algorithm called YouTube.